Hi, I'm Poison Pixie and today I'm going to do my very best to give you an in-depth tutorial on how to build in your valley, as well as where to find items for building and how to decorate inside your home. I'll also be giving some tips and tricks along the way, and if I'm really professional I'll remember to timestamp everything in the description box. If I miss anything out and you would like to know, please feel free to ask in the comments. Let's get started. Where to find items for building in your village. First of all, you want to open this menu and go down to furniture. You should be able to put most of these items outside, couches, chairs, beds and things like that. There's the occasional fireplace that you can't put outside, and hopefully that changes in a future update. When you scroll down here, you'll also find underbush, trees, rocks, paths and fencing, which I'll go into in more detail. Other places that you can find things to build would be at the crafting station, which I'm going to show you in more detail in a second, Scrooge's shop, chests and other biomes. If we go into the crafting station, we can find many items for building. If we go over to the end to fence and paving, normally when I open this menu there's nothing in it, so I simply go back to furniture, scroll down a few items and then go back into fence and paving and these will appear. Now some of these are already available at the beginning, like this brick road, but some need you to craft other items. For example, this fence. Once you've got an iron ingot and a brick, it'll unlock the ability to craft this fence. Now I haven't really crafted any because iron ingots are essential in this game and I'm not about to just give them away on building a fence that I don't really need. If you unlock a fence or paving that you think you might like, I would highly recommend that you only craft a few, because I crafted this floor thinking that it was going to be really nice and I really feel like I wasted gold on it, so just give it a chance. So another place that you can get things to decorate your valley would be not only from crafting but from Scrooge's shop. I'm going to go back in here and give you an example of something that I thought people were crafting. So many of these, I thought they must have been grafting and working on this for hours on end. So I was obsessed with the gazebos. When you go down to the gazebos here, you can see that you need 200 dry wood just to make this, and dry wood is one of the hardest woods to get in the game. So it turns out that once you've crafted one of these items and you keep it in your inventory, you can then go to Scrooge's shop and order more. Now you have to have it in your inventory to be able to order more. I'm just going to take you over to Scrooge's shop and show you how to do that, just in case you don't know. Now as you can see, the windows in Scrooge's shop and all the tables and everything are empty because I usually buy everything every day.
Greetings, neighbour.
So when we go in here, we just say that we would like to order some items and go to furniture, and then we can find whatever it is we're looking for. So the gazebos would be under decor. You scroll down, find the thing that you're looking for and then order as many as you want. You can order up to 25 items from Scrooge's shop each day, and that's not including the things that you buy from the window and the tables. So as you can see, I've got a few gazebos here and I've also got a lot already used in my village. So don't think that you have to keep crafting all these gazebos and collecting all the wood and everything, because it's literally just as simple as making it once and then buying it. The only exception to this that I can think of at the moment is the white picket fence. For some reason you can't craft you can't craft that, and you can't buy it or anything. So any of the white picket fence that I have in my valley is what I've used from the fence that was round my house and round Goofy's house. So as you can see there, I have got a lot of gazebos. I've also got them all over my valley, and I'm just going to walk over here and I'm going to show you how to build paving and fences. As always, we're going to start off by going into this menu and moving down to furniture. Then you want to scroll right down to landscaping and go to paths, fencing, rocks, etc. So I'm going to open up the paths and I'm going to just pick this because it's the most common one that I've used in my valley. You can place one. Now originally I thought that you had to place these all individually, and I thought this was going to take me forever, even though it literally says draw a line, but I didn't really know how to draw a line. So you have got to grab the arrow in the direction that you want to go, drag it along, and then you can just grab the next arrow, and drag that along. Now if you're on PC and you're using a mouse, it's going to be easier. I'm playing this on the PS5 and I'm using a controller, and honestly it's not that difficult, but it's more fidgety than it would be if you were using a mouse. So as I mentioned earlier, you can take things from other biomes, and that would include paths. So if you're on build mode, you would just want to zoom all the way out, move over to another area. For example, I've already took all the paths away from the beach, but there was other paths here. If there was a path down here that I liked, I would simply grab onto it, as I'm just going to show you here. Say this was in a different biome, I would grab onto this path and I could remove a bit at a time just by pressing whatever instruction it tells you. Or you can grab it, hold in the button and remove the full thing. You can then move that over to a different biome and decorate as you please. You should also be able to craft it. As you can see over here, paths don't join. So when I made this path, it doesn't join directly onto the top of the stairs, and that's going to be the same for two different types of paths. If I were to do this and then red ash, it's not going to join. Hopefully that'll be updated in future. However, I'm just going to go back into paths, and I want to show you this golden opal road that I crafted, that I feel like I spent too much gold on it, and you can let me know what you think. I don't think that it's the worst path ever, but I think for the amount of gold you're going to have to use, it's really just not worth it. I mean, it probably would be better if it was like white and the gold was more gold, but it just doesn't look very good at all, so that's why I say just craft a small bit at a time. Okay, so all I need to do now is just grab that again, hold it in, and that removes it all. Before I move on to fencing, I would just like to share some tips and tricks. As you can see here, I have got flower beds. You can completely run over these as if they don't exist. And when I was designing my valley, I really wanted all the areas to be accessible. As you know, you wake up every day, you've got wood everywhere, and you've got things that you need to clear up, so I don't want to have to be stopped everywhere I go. Obviously you can't run through a fence, you can't run through a tree, but I've got this flower bed in the middle here and I'm free to roam as freely as I like. So that's one of the reasons why I prefer to use these flower beds, because they look really nice but they just don't get in the way. I'm going to show you some other examples of this. We're just going to go into furniture again, and I'm going to build the smallest path just so I can show you what I mean. So I'm just going to use this one again, and I'm literally just going to put the smallest bit. So when we go down into rocks, if we put down these plaza rocks, these can go over grass, they can go over paths, and some people use these on the edges of the paths just to kind of disguise the rough edge, because a lot of people don't like it. So if I had to use these plaza rocks, I can run over these just as if they don't exist. So they look nice but they're not getting in my way. If you use any other rock to outline your path, you're not going to be able to run over it. So it's possible that you might have to move it, or it'll get in your way when you're trying to clean up your valley. Next, I'm going to show you fencing, which is honestly the same as paths. If I were to remove this, I can just grab it and press whatever control it's telling me to remove. I'm going to go down into fences, and I'm going to choose this one. Now, as I mentioned before, you can't craft this anywhere, you just have to grab what's available in the valley. So this can go over paths, it can go over grass. You can build the fence and put the path in underneath, or you can do it the other way around. It's really up to you. So if I do this and I take it too far, all I have to do is grab it and move it back that way, and it'll reduce it by that much. If I build it and I really decide I don't like it, once again I just have to grab it and just hold in the button just to remove all. I want to show you these trees. Now you can see that these trees are not from this biome. When you go into this section and you go down to underbush and trees, you don't have to pick the ones from that biome at all. You can pick any that you want. Not only that, but you can get rid of all the trees in one biome and put one type of tree, and it'll still produce all the different types of wood. Now I'm absolutely obsessed with these purple trees. I've got them everywhere. You can see that those bushes are also not from this biome. In total, I think you only need 5 trees to produce the maximum amount of wood that is produced in any biome at one time. So you can feel free to get rid of the trees just like I did, because they were just getting in my way. They were annoying me. Everywhere I went I had to move the camera angle and I felt as if it was just distracting me. I've used several different paths. Oh great, a storm's just arrived, so I'm not even going to be able to see what I'm talking about. But over here at the well I've got some gravel, and you can see why people don't like the squared off paths. They really don't look that good. I've just got it here to make it look as if people have been standing around the well a lot. Over here we've got a picnic area, and I believe this is a leafy path. And then another thing that I would like to say actually is you can use things as walls, so that would obviously be fencing, but this is a trellis, and you'll find this under the decorations. So you go over to furniture once again, and then when you go into decor and scroll down, you'll have the trellis arch. I think that I got this from Wally's Garden or Mickey's Garden. Once I took it from Mickey's Garden, I went to Scrooge's shop and I ordered more. So I've just remembered that people were complaining on TikTok that when there's a storm in the valley that they get light sensitivity. Just in case you have that problem, I'm going to come back once the storm's over and continue with my tutorial. Finally, the storm has gone, and I wanted to bring you up here to my 5-star function suite to show you how to use food and flowers to really take your decorating to the next level. So as you can see on some of these tables, I've got food and I've got plates and cutlery. So just in case you didn't know how to use food for decorating, you would have to have food in your backpack. So as an example, I'm going to take this fish, and all I have to do is drop it on the ground and then go into furniture mode, just the way I would when I'm decorating normally. And as you can see here, I can actually pick up the fish, and there's already things on these tables, but if there wasn't anything in this table, I would be able to sit it on here. So I use that quite a lot. Another way to decorate would be just to do the exact same thing with flowers. You can either have them in your backpack, go to the location that you want to take them in, and then drop them where you want. Alternatively, you can just go into building mode and zoom all the way out. So if I want, I can grab flowers, I can grab rocks, I can grab trees, and I can drag them and drop them into other biomes. How to use indoor items to decorate outside to give other houses, gardens a little bit of character. So obviously you know how to get into the menu. I'm just going to take you over to Minnie's house to give you an example. You don't have to do this. Oh, where did that rock come from? I actually tidied this before I made this video. So as you can see here, we can't decorate characters' houses, which is a bit unfortunate. I would really like to be able to do that. But here I've got some spotted chairs. I've got some things that I think Minnie might like. And then the same over in Mickey's Garden. This is just an opportunity to show what you think of the character and some of the things that you think they might like. I'm 100% happy with Mickey's Garden at the moment, but hopefully I'll get more items in future, and I might even give him a bigger garden because I've just realised that it feels a bit cramped. If you would like to see my full village at the moment, I'll leave the link in the description box below. So next we're going to talk about how to use lighting to really make your village look beautiful. So I'm just going to run down here to the beach. And this might be common sense, however I'm just going to cover it in this tutorial anyway, just in case. So as you can see here, we've got these outdoor lamps, and I just crafted one of each and then went to Scrooge's shop and bought more. And from here you can also see that I've put these lily pads absolutely everywhere. These don't belong in this biome, but I just love them. You can put these in any bodies of water except the swimming pool. That does not register as a body of water. I've also got them over here with this Little Mermaid bench that you can't sit on. Here we're just going to fast travel just to show you how I've used some indoor lights on the outside. Now originally I had put lampposts at each mining spot for health and safety reasons. I don't think these characters should be mining in the dark, but I really like these Wreck-It Ralph night lights. I think they look like traffic cones, and that is why I put them outside. I haven't put them next to every single rock yet because I don't have enough, but that is going to be my plan in the future. If you want to decorate paths outside or indoors, it doesn't really matter. You can go to lighting and you can take your favourite lamp. I love the Little Mermaid lamps. Scrooge obviously likes them as well because he sells them every single day. And you can line these along paths, you can put them around trees, you can have them outside, it doesn't matter, and then at night they're going to light up. A lot of people have got these, I've seen them round fountains, I've seen them at the edges of paths and everything. So that is just an idea for you to use, just for something a bit different. I hope in future they make it so that you can use floors outside as paths, because I seen one that I really liked, and I think it was in Merlin's house. I had stars all over it, and I would just have paths all over my valley looking like that. And for the final part of this video, we're going to talk about decorating indoors. Now this might be common sense, everybody's probably already decorated their house, but as soon as I go in here, I want to talk about the elephant in the room. These ugly green doors. I don't understand why the game gives you doors that you can't use. It really drives me insane. So obviously when we go down here to doors, I've got this door that goes really nice with what's going on here, and I would love to just be able to put it over this door and use it. It's literally just a decoration. It doesn't make any sense. I really hope in future updates we can use these doors. So obviously you've got doors, you've got windows, as you can see here, and I'm just going to take you into this other room to give you a quick example of how to use the floors and wallpaper, just in case you don't know. Now I don't have anything in this room yet, as you can see. I haven't been inspired by any of the sets that I've got left. As always, we just go into the same menu, and then you go down to wallpapers, and you just choose whatever one you want, and it'll show you what it looks like. Once you've selected the one you want, you can then go to floors, and it's the same again, just click through whatever ones you like. And then, for some reason this has just showed up in my inventory. I've got no idea where it came from. I think I'm going to use this one for like a Lion King themed room. I've only got a few rooms at the moment. I'm just going to keep this like this and see if I get any more furniture that I would like to use. And you can also change the lighting. I've only got one room that I've got lighting in, and you don't really look at the ceiling, to be honest. If anything, it kind of just gets in the way, but that's how you would place it. I'll maybe start putting lights in just because I've got some that match my furniture in other rooms. So also, if you find furniture or anything in a chest and you would like more than one, once again you just go to Scrooge's shop and order more. I think I've covered everything on decorating. Just so you know, if you move flowers or food throughout your biome, it doesn't take up any decorating space. Now I'm just going to chill out for a while before I go and harvest more pumpkins. If you liked this video and you found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. Thanks for watching. Bye!